everyone, you already know what time it is. It's time for another Total Conflict Mixed Martial Arts event. Total Conflict MMA 2 coming at you live, albeit a little bit late. That's 100% on me. But you know, we're going to go ahead and excuse my tardiness because I have my excuses just like much of the rest of the community. But here we go. Tonight, I will not be commentating solo by myself tonight. We will be joined by the one and only, the man who made this exist, made this all possible, the president of Total Conflict himself, Versastyle. Verse, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm all right. I didn't need that much of an introduction, though.
That's all right. Well, that's what you get when you're commentating with me. We glaze you up just to break you back down. But let's go ahead. Oops. Let's see here. How about this one? Let's go ahead and take a look briefly at this card. Now, I know that things are, in the theme of Total Conflict, things are, going to be changing up a bit, but we'll address that as per usual when we get there. We're going to go through the card quickly just to get them started since we are starting so late. But first fight is supposed to be Lepo versus John Africa, and then Jody BJJ versus Dasuki, which I still have a fucking huge argument against.
That one's changed as well, by the way.
Oh, is Dasuki not fighting?
Dasuki is fighting. He's fighting. Oh, I can't remember. I know he's fighting some MJ. He's fighting MJ.
Fucking all right. Well, poor guy. All right. Well, following that tragic event, will be Hack versus Sofro. Two guys which I don't think we've seen fight here at Total Conflict yet. So a debut for both guys at the featherweight division. Two more prelims before we get into the main card with Smokey versus Asher. Asher recently brought on to the Total Conflict staff for graphic designing, so we do appreciate his services. And then to finish off the prelims, it'll be Maxi versus Legacy. Going into the main card will be WR of Khalil versus D Dizzy, Striken versus A Lesnar, Mihrouf versus Muay Thai Jesus, and then your co-main event JayUFC versus Spooky, and your main event, which verse I believe this is not the main event anymore.
No, okay, so there has been some changes. So fight A, which is Mihrouf versus Muay Thai Jesus, is now Muay Thai Jesus versus Ben's Beans, and the main event is Uptoback versus Mihrouf.
Okay, all right. Well, there you have it. So, that is that's what we get for tonight. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the first fight, which is still Lepo versus John Africa. Yes. Or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on over to them. These fellas are already lobbied up for us, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. Now, don't be surprised. I have moved recently, so I do have a little bit of a new space. I know you guys are always kind of used to seeing me like change things up, but you know, I think this is kind of like the permanent where it's going to be now, but with that said, we are ready for these guys to go. Lepo with the Anderson Silva and John Africa with the John Jones. 5-star on 5-star madness. This should be a good one, Verse. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I don't really know how this one's gonna go.
For the first
one of those awkward fighters who I've seen like beat like actual like pretty good people. Or if he does lose, he looks good in them. But then other times I've just seen him lose to absolute shares.
Right. Here we go. Very first round in the sphere. Both immediately opening up with jab and then jumping high kicks. Neither one landed any damage with them, but you know, it's fun.
Some intense energy off the bat.
Trying to fight through the lag a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and actually turn down their volume just a tad.
Yeah, I noticed that the connection didn't look good in the lobby as well.
Yeah, it looked like the ping was a little up and down there, but you know, both guys have been in the competition scene for a long time, and this wouldn't be the best or worst connection that either fighter has competed through. So both guys are able to continue on with the fight. 3.5 minutes still left in the first round out of 3. Both guys neither really putting any damage out yet. A nice spinning back kick from John.
Just lots of spinning attacks, really.
Yeah, John really doubling up on the body, which I like. A little switch kick from Lepo does not land, but a nice takedown there from John. Big kick missed for John. Could have been a huge moment for Lepo, but not much of a counter is he able to get off.
The taunt as well.
It's classic Anderson Silva movement. I mean, if you're gonna oh ooh. My goodness!
Wow, John's got to be careful in the pocket with this, man. I've noticed he's attacking him every time. Like he's like landing shots and stuff. A little bit of grappling. I think they'll let go of this position. I can't see Lepo grappling John.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
One thing I've noticed about John is he loves to do the fake single leg into like you know the I don't know what the elbow's called, but it's like just pulling up the elbow. I don't know the name, but like it's one of his favorite things to do. He'll fake that takedown constantly.
Ooh, nice overhand there from John. A little bit of work in the clinch, but Lepo able to survive just fine. Still putting on the pressure, staying in John's face.
Bleaker.
Ooh. A little bit of a glitch there. Now this, oh my goodness, big head kick does not do as much damage I think as John would have liked.
I feel like that should have done way more. There's that big single leg.
Yeah.
Caught him with a straight.
I do appreciate John's switching of the stance and keeping things, you know, for lack of better words, switched up. You know, it does allow for more uses of things like the oh my goodness,
axe kick again.
The axe kick rocks John twice now in this round.
He got the takedown.
Nice takedown.
See if we can do some damage here. Nope. End of the round as well. I think that's Lepo, right? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Lepo got 2 rocks in that round, so yeah, he's definitely in the lead with that. Despite John's takedown, he wasn't able really to do much, and it was only with a couple seconds on the round left. So yeah. I don't think that did much for John. I think John's gonna have to really work to get back this round.
I'd like to see him wrestle a bit more.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's pretty hard with the connection, though.
Yeah. You can see John speaking in between rounds in the chat. He's definitely, you know, it's the ping is affecting him for sure, much like it is Lepo. But you know, as he said, you know, we continue on. So as the show must go on, so must the fight. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock of the second round. Big front kick there from John lands.
Oh. Oh, doesn't get it. Beautiful denial from Lepo there.
Yeah, excellent takedown defense from Lepo. Puts his man back up against the cage, but doesn't stay there long. He's still defending the takedown. Does he keep defending? Yes, he does. Good defense. John takes the back.
Straight into the RNC, I think. Yeah.
Oh, he's really trying to sink it in.
All right. Well, this is still a dominant position for John. He can do a lot here. Okay.
Yeah, took advantage of...
Does he get the denial? Okay. All right.
Took advantage of Lepo trying to fake a transition and transitioned in that moment. And a big elbow lands for John. Still in the mount. Still in a huge moment. Could be looking for an armbar. Easily could have this.
I didn't expect it to go down that much there.
Well, not only has he sunk in
Right, he's out.
his first armbar, but he has completely trashed the guard in the midst of it. Lepo's able to get back up in the midst of the chaos of the ground and pound, but how much is he going to be able to change? Looks for the axe kick again, doesn't get it this time, but he's definitely been faithful through, 2 out of 3 times. Oh, the overhand!
Bit of a risky combination.
Yeah, a little 3-piece. I mean, usually red and ducked, but
straight to the stack. Can John finish it from here?
Yeah, very, very much. Easily could. Easily could.
Okay, he survived. He survived. Alright.
Yeah, John. Oh, nice big reversal there for Lepo. It ends him up in a somewhat dominant position. I mean, north-south is debatable, but in the very least,
horrible position, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to get reversed, but in the for what it's worth, you're still on top. So
yeah, good denial from Lepo there. Straight to backside. Right, and they're up.
John gets back to his feet.
Ooh,
reverses with a Kimura. Interesting. No time left, but he may be trying to go for it immediately. Oh, he does not get it. Now, if we listen closely, we may be able to listen to John's corner again, see if he has anything to say in between rounds. This is a good fight. The first round was definitely going in Lepo's way, and John has arguably taken it back in the second. So this third round is going to mean a lot.
Straight sprawl. Okay.
John chooses to get back up. Lepo looking for the clinch, but is easily outclassed with a jab. John's got to be careful of stamina.
Sorry.
I was just saying, John's got to be careful of stamina. He threw one elbow and it drained like half of what he has in the tank, so he does have to be careful. Big takedown fake leads to a successful elbow, and I think that's a large part of his successful takedowns. Throughout this fight, it's led to being able to him biting on the fakes.
Yeah, beautiful takedown defense there.
Just a little over 3 minutes still left on the clock in this very last round, and Lepo still has enough in the tank to be able to get this back. Now, is he going to be able to stay off his back and being able to get back to his feet to do some damage? That's kind of the question.
Yeah. If John can hold this position and rain down some shots, I think he'll be all right.
Oh my goodness, he might be able...
Oh, nah, such a risky game doing that, honestly. You always just got to pepper them slowly.
Yeah.
You drain so much stamina. There was no need to risk that, in my opinion.
John's in a tremendous position right now where Lepo has a huge opportunity, but John's able to get recovered back to half guard. It's a better position.
Okay. I reckon John's looking for a submission off his back, to be honest. I think he'll look for the denial and then go for submission.
Oh, what a beautiful sweep that was from John. I think you're absolutely right, Verse. I think John is definitely in search of a submission, whether he's on top or bottom. It's just a matter of trying to get Lepo's stamina under his. And as soon as Lepo's aware of that, he gets right back to his feet. That's very smart by Lepo. Nice axe kick lands again. Does not get the rock, but big flying knee. Oh my God, these guys are just letting it go now, Verse.
Yeah, I feel like both don't know if they've won this round and they're just thrown out the kitchen sink.
Yeah, yeah. I don't blame either one of them for feeling that way.
Ooh, close one. See, that would have been a good opportunity for John to get.
Okay. And this could have easily won the round for John.
Yeah. I think that won it. Surely, right?
Yeah, and there you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. No respect.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, listen, that is how it is sometimes. You know, as the president of Total Conflict would say, game is game. So, sometimes when you beat some ass, you gotta let them know.
Yep.
You know, beef's not over. But with that said, congratulations to John Africa on a fantastic win. That was really, it was, you know, really excellent to have been able to get that rock right at the very end.
I think that was a pretty good fight, to be honest.
Yeah, that was excellent. Sorry, I was just reading a little bit of chat. But okay, let's see, who we have next? Are we still doing fight 4 or whatever it was?
Yeah, I believe it is fight 4. It should be Smokey versus Asher.
Okay. All right. All right, well, let's go ahead and just get right into it. These guys look like they are already lobbied up. We have a lightweight fight between Smokey and Asher using Islam Makhachev and Dustin Poirier.
Yep.
How are you feeling about this verse?
You know, I don't really want to say Asher is like bad. I think he's all right, but yeah, let's just say he's not had the best success in this league. You know, this was not the original matchup like I did in matchmaking. It was just because of a pullout. So, but you know, never say never. Why is everything so quiet?
Sorry, I was just I was internally conflicted for a moment if I had the right stream up, and I was like trying to decide if I did or didn't without admitting what I was going through. But oh shit, the volume. I always do this. I don't know why I do. Oh, he has no volume. Okay, all right, good to know. All right, well here we are in the first round. WR Smoke versus Asher.
Good straight from Asher.
Yeah, I like the body hook from Asher as well.
He's catching him pretty like awkwardly. Like he's throwing as soon as like Smokey's trying to like come in to attack, and he's catching him.
Now Smokey is absolutely deadly with a fighter like Islam Makhachev. I mean, Smokey is, you know, without a doubt, without question, arguably one of the most talented competitors on the ground. You know, the guy is just an absolute threat on the ground. So to have a guy like Islam is just such a compliment to his skill set.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who I like to say just like naturally understand the game. I mean, maybe like I think his striking is really good. He's a very good like defensive striker. He's very hard to catch in my opinion, unless he's coming at you. But like if he wants to be defensive, he can. But like on the ground, I think he's just like he's one of those people who just naturally understand it. You know, like I can imagine as soon as they picked up this game, they just knew instantly. Like they knew what to do. They knew how to deny. Whereas others, it's a bit more of a learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah, Smoke has a good understanding of, you know, proper fight IQ. Second attempted takedown, unsuccessful for Smoke.
Yeah.
But he has been lighting his opponent up with the fake takedowns into a strike.
Yeah.
I mean, he's caught Asher with it just about every time he's thrown it.
Ooh. And he opened up a corner. Oh, they both opened up a corner. He opened up a corner each other.
Oof. These preemptive sways and ducks always get me quite a bit nervous first.
Yeah. He does so much unnecessary head movement. He doesn't see the strike and move. He anticipates the strikes and move.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
which is just
is
like a recipe for
is to a
disaster.
degree it's understandable. I mean, you know,
Mm.
this isn't real life, right? So we can't go
No, of
off
course
we
not.
can't really go off of reaction. We have to go more off of patterns.
Yeah.
So the preemptive sway is due to a you know his understanding of you know what the expected pattern is supposed to be, and
Yeah.
if the expectation is that they're always going to open up with a straight strike, you know, why not be ready for it, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, but you know, at the highest levels of competition, it is so difficult to be able to employ that without getting caught.
Yeah. I just don't think it's like a good way to play the game unless like you've like spent time actually reading the combos, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Like if you're just moving your head at the start of a match, like preemptively, I think it's just a recipe for disaster because you're gonna get caught early on. And when you have someone like Islam Makhachev who has force of nature, you really want to be doing the most damage early on.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful head kick.
yeah, tremendous head kick lands for Smoke, kind of out of nowhere.
Ooh,
Oh, but now Smoke is caught. Smoke using that head movement to
ooh,
stay out of the way.
Asher is passing.
Yeah, Asher was really letting the hands go, catching him on the fake takedowns.
That was a nice little back and forth there. I gotta say, Asher's takedown defense has really been good. Oh,
Mm,
well, it was really good. I mean, it
yeah.
still is. He's only got taken down what once.
This is Smoke's first successful takedown of the fight
Yeah,
so far. Yep.
it's time to see what Asher can do here. That was such a bad move, going straight for that, and he got the denial as well. Okay.
And now this is a huge opportunity for Smoke.
Ooh,
Peppers
I think this
him.
might be over. You know.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
straight
he's
to the armbar.
much
Interesting.
like we saw in the last fight with John Africa, lands some damage and then immediately goes for the armbar. Terrible choice there from Asher to try and transition with such little stamina left, but left.
He really
Well,
had no other choice.
yeah, I mean, but you had to know that Smoke is gonna. Either way, you're gonna get caught in it. There's
Mm.
That's it. And with such a stamina advantage for Smoke, I mean, it's here we go. It's gonna be the same thing.
What are they doing?
Smoke is
What are
just
they doing?
Smoke's just being a prick.
Well, Smoke got the finish.
Smoke
Oh,
got the
and the rage
rage
quit.
quit is what Smoke got in the totality of things. Asher was not here for it, so congratulations for the abrupt win for Smoke. Well done, excellent, excellent performance
Yep.
for Smoke, and really nothing to take away from Asher either. I mean, he had a good
No,
performance, but Smoke is
he
just
looked.
he's such a killer on the ground.
Yeah. Asher looked better than like I initially thought he would. Like on the feet, I think he had the advantage, like over Smokey. But as soon as it went to the ground, it was just like it was just over.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you know, quick fight. But it is what it is. Let's see. Who are we getting into next? Are we just going right back to the list?
Fight two.
Fight
It
two?
should be
Dasuki?
Daisuke versus MG, right?
Oh, oh, God. Oh boy. All right. I guess so. I can't fucking believe that we're allowing this fucking guy to be here. This is not.
We give everyone a chance, though.
I
You know,
wouldn't. This is why I'm not in charge because I would not give this guy a chance.
why
Sorry.
do you hate his style so much? Like as
Because
far as
he's
I can tell, he's just a heavy wrestler.
no, it's spammy,
Spammy.
spammy, very spammy,
All right. Well, I guess
very
we'll
spammy.
see.
We will see. Let's see. We got Dasuki in the red corner with Tony Ferguson. Uh,
Mhm.
MG with Islam Makhachev in the blue corner, and the most disgusting pair of yellow shorts this game could
Honestly,
fucking come up with.
honestly,
Lightweight division is where we are fighting. These boys are ready. We are ready. They just have to get it going, and we will see. Listen, I am the type of person where
Mhm.
if you show me your performance and that's how I remember you, that's how I'm going to remember you until you show me something different. So I'm hoping that
Well, look, Butch.
Dasuki can show something a little different. So far these guys are opening up rather quickly with the strikes, although that is kind
Mhm.
of in MG's nature.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of MG style personally. Like, I think he's a really good boxer. I don't think we'll be seeing much kicking from him, even with like someone like Makhachev.
I'm just reading chat.
Mhm.
Mad Dog says, "Why you look so squashed?" I don't know. I don't know why I look squashed. I don't know. I thought I looked right.
At smash. Next question. So yeah, this fight, you know.
Oh, solid right hook there lands for Dasuki. You know, I'm so far I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. I haven't. And
Ooh,
the hands from
breaks
MG
the
lights him
takedown.
up.
Ooh. Oh, he chained
Wow.
it. What? How do you even do that? This is a dangerous position though with that stamina.
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. MG doing very well at defense, allowing himself to recover the stamina that he just used to chain what looked like 3 different takedowns there. Really well done.
MG's trying to prove a point though, I can tell. Straight from that takedown, he's trying to show him that like MG's better everywhere. That's what I think he's trying to show. I think it's a bit of a game of ego. Ooh,
Yeah.
beautiful takedown defense.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
well done
straight
with
for
the
the head
knee.
kick. Okay. Lots of trading in the pocket.
I can appreciate so far, what Dasuki is doing. The first time that I saw him fight on primetime, it was,
Mhm.
it looked like I was watching, 2 Division 20 players fight in ranked. Guys who only fight in ranked and not in competition at all.
Mm.
So, to see him performing like this, I'd imagine it's probably not going as successfully as he'd like, and probably as successfully as it
Ooh,
could
beautiful post right.
if he was doing what he'd like to do. But I'm appreciating what he's doing. He's not spamming, so
He's fighting clean as far as I can tell.
yeah.
So you gotta remember, with these guys, like you said, they fight like they just play ranked, right? But when they're new to the community, they'll still play like that until they realize, like, maybe I should change it up a bit. Especially when you're hated by half the community. That's why sometimes it's like a good thing to let them compete like a little bit, because they can realize what to do like in ranked compared to like in elite. Like, he's fighting clean here, but like I imagine if they met each other in ranked, it's gonna be like spammy and horrible,
Yeah. I mean, I forget what primetime card I saw him on. It was the first time that he was on air, and it was just like I was blown away that primetime would have even allowed that. But you might be right. You might be right.
Primetime doesn't have any worlds though.
Not for their current season. No.
I mean, that's the one he's been competing in, right?
Yeah.
Just the current one. Yeah. So some dudes will just be desperate for that one.
Oh, big front kick lands for Dasuki. And a nice step back jab hook lands for Dasuki as well. Like I said, I appreciate his striking so far. He does. Oh, getting right
Ooh,
underneath.
beautiful takedown defense.
Yeah, very well done from MG.
These guys have commentary on, by the way.
Yes, they do. Yeah, so there are technically 4 people commentating this fight. So hopefully it's not too terribly loud.
I could barely hear it. I just noticed it.
Just remarkable how Ferguson's chin
Ooh.
holds up with all of these big shots. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area.
All right, well,
and now
halfway through the fight with 3 minutes still left on the clock in the second round. And this is
MG keeps looking for that straight uppercut. Best takedown.
Yeah, finally gets the takedown, does to Suki, but immediately back up to his feet is MG.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay.
MG's fighting really responsibly off the back foot. He's kind of letting Daisuke come towards him and just counter him. That's why the straight uppercut straight is working so beautifully.
A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, huge.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would like to see Daisuke maybe use a little bit more of the back step. You know, as he baits MG into beautifully swayed into an uppercut counter from MG.
Yeah. That's one thing MG does really well is those slip uppercuts. He just attempted it again as well.
Yeah, and he just got it again. Like it was done very well. He is doing that very well, and to sneak it in this late into the second round is I think really smart. We haven't seen him do that yet up until this point. So ooh, swayed under beautifully does MG.
I think that's MG up 2.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I was saying, I would like to see Daisuke maybe use the step back jab rear hook a little bit more, or maybe like a step back straight, because he has used it and it has been successful, and I think it would do tremendous work for him. Maybe that and a little bit of body work, but the body work may be a little too dangerous to do now when you've got MG throwing uppercuts like that.
I think we'll see Daisuke trying to wrestle a lot more.
So that cut continues to get more severe.
Because his best chances is to like get, you know, a 10-8 with like a really good like ground and pound and a submission, or just ground and pound finish. At this point, he's like losing badly on the feet, you know.
Yeah.
MG's so good defensively, off like when he's not pressuring him. Like he's fighting so well defensively that I'm sure it's really hard for Daisuke just to get him down.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, this has definitely been a struggle for Daisuke. Landing big shots against Daisuke now as MG. MG just taking his time and having fun with it.
Yeah, MG's like playing with his food at this point. And especially since he has Islam, he'll have that force of nature going as well. So anything Daisuke's throwing at him is just going to be less meaningful as it would from the start, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'm sure MG, you know, after having so much success throughout this fight, defends another takedown with minimal effort.
Oh, there we go. He got him down. I reckon MG's just going to look for the deny and then move. I can't see him rushing it.
Yeah, oh my goodness, wow.
MG looked like he came to prove a point today.
Yeah, he certainly did. I mean, this fight could have been finished probably over a minute ago. But yeah, MG is definitely looking to prove a point being the most dominant fighter in every realm here in this fight.
Didn't get it. Straight to the get off. The taunt. Oh, I could see the panic in his face where that would work. He got the takedown. Yeah, you can tell he's trying to prove a point. Just from the fact he's playing with his food. Oh, what
no, and this can be a huge moment for Dasuki.
Wow, he got that.
Yes, he did. And it takes off half of his submission points. Now, this does not leave either guy with much stamina, but it's still a much better position for Dasuki than it has been for the rest of the fight.
If you're MG, you just don't want to do anything stupid here. Because that could have won Dasuki the round. I doubt it, but could have. Especially if he didn't do as much damage as he did.
It's
Either
possible.
way, beautiful win from MG.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. I was gonna say that's an easy win for MG. I think that despite the successful submission, you know, it was still going to be an easy night for MG in the scorecards. So congratulations to MG. Dasuki, I will give it to you, man. You put up a good fight. You know, so for what it's worth, maybe you're starting to pull out of your spamming ways, and for that, I appreciate. So let's go ahead and move on to our next fight, which I believe is going to be between. Nope, no, it's not, because these fellows are not.
This is a new fight. If you go in the fight chat, fight 3, you'll see it. I obviously can't update cards when I'm.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. So we have a new fight. Yep, I got it. Thank you, Coxie. Thank you. All right, let's see. Everything. Here we go. Okay. So, first, why don't you educate both me and the people on who we got here tonight for this fight?
You know, honestly, great question. I do not know who Panju is. I know it's his debut, so you know I'm excited for that. The Boz Chimaev dude or BK Wolfie rings a bell. I feel like I know him. There was some dude, like everyone's went by the name Boz Chimaev because you know it's Khamzat Chimaev. But like if it's who I think it is, he's a pretty good player.
Okay.
And if not, then I have no clue.
All right. Well,
this is the debut versus debut.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and treat it as such. Panju versus BK Wolfie. We are lobbied up and ready to go. Ilia Topuria versus Diego Lopez. These guys are looking to put on some action for you in the featherweight division. I believe this is on Xbox. Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. On Xbox. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get these guys started. These guys are lobbied and ready.
I like these picks, though. I really like the Ilia Topuria versus Diego Lopez matchup.
Shit, I meant to go grab something to drink before this started, but that's okay. Here we are, first round. Am I fucking up with no volume again? Probably. Yep. There we go. First fight with proper settings. I appreciate it. Oh, nice uppercut landed there from BK Wolfie.
Both of them are just trying to trade power at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see some better distance management from Wolfie. Throwing that high kick that close is not ideal.
Panju's finding his he's finding his like intercepting shots every time he's catching him, especially with the straight.
I can appreciate how patient Panju is being as well. You know, he's despite having the power, he's not being overwhelming with it. He's picking his shots and dominating the environment and the space in which they occupy. So Panju doing a great job so far. You know, making his reads. BK starting to try and come back a little bit. Nice body shot. definitely getting a better understanding of his distance now. Oh, big counter there for Panju.
That was beautiful.
Oh, all right. Nice striking from.
These guys are just throwing.
Yeah. And the first
that's
takedown is
takedown.
successful from BK Wolfie.
Straight to side. And he's out. Good denial. Another good denial.
Yeah, too many of those feints first will end up leaving you open for the other guy to just immediately transition. So you can't.
You should never really do more than 2, in my opinion. And think more, and they're just not going to bite on it, so it won't build up as much GA or any. Oh, he got the full mount.
Yeah, immediately transitions to full mount, but loses it.
He's out. Yeah. This is a pretty good position too. Straight to side control though.
Yeah, side control, depending on the person who's on top, can be very dangerous, but...
Yeah. Let's see if he goes up again, because he's went up twice. Okay, no.
Nope.
Glad he's switching it up a bit. And he got the full mount. Alright. Alright, straight for damage here.
Yeah, not a lot of time left. I'm gonna, hold on.
I mean, that was a pretty good round.
I'm gonna grab something to drink, hold on.
No worries.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
You fuckers, I asked you not to skip the replay so you can grab something to drink. You're lucky I'm fucking quick.
Gotta be faster.
I was here from the start.
I feel like Panju was doing better in that first round. Like he was landing cleaner, but like the stats did not show.
My goodness. God. Well, Panju's doing very well in this second round, starting off immediately by knocking his opponent down. And BK Wolfie is in a precarious position. Not only has he been rocked, but now his backup is against the fence.
Ooh, again.
And again being rocked.
Lots of directional strikes from Panju to try and like stop, like cut off the cage, you know, so we can keep him there. He overextended that.
Yeah.
Wolfie got the clinch.
I think that's kind of what Panju needs, being the you know, the shorter, smaller fighter. He needs to be aggressive, and he's done very well doing it, especially increasing the volume of his output in this round. Wolfie's still in it though. He's still trying to come back with something. Oh, ooh. And the striking from Wolfie has been very unique here tonight.
This is like a good fucking fight. They're just throwing it all out. Straight to the backpack and he got it.
Yep.
See if he can hold the position. I kind of doubt it. Yeah. Maybe he wanted to be on his back though, because Diego Lopez has the rubber guard from bottom. Like that's really good. And straight for a takedown again.
Yeah, I don't think being on bottom or on top is the preference. I think the preference is just to keep it on the ground.
Yeah. Just had to imagine he'd give up the back sitting position, especially when you can transition to full mount pretty easily. But maybe he just like assumed he was going up and pre-denied that.
That's
straight into the guillotine.
That's what I'm thinking is most likely. And you know,
oh,
here we go.
What a
Panju
mistake.
has
Don't do that.
not only had a stamina advantage there, but wow, Wolfie's able to get out in the very last moment.
See, I always think you can never fake in the, you know, the guillotine, because every time I've done it, I just end up losing all my stamina. It's got full GA there. Panju was just waiting for the denial for the full mount because of how many times he faked it. He needs to switch it up a bit more by going like half guard, like, you know, and posture up, or guard control, just to like switch it up a bit. Otherwise, he will deny just right every time.
Yeah.
Very good round. I think it could be Wolfie up to 2, you know? Yeah.
Quite possibly. Yeah, I mean, these guys have put on an excellent fight so far.
I was just about to say, it's insane because I feel like this is a way closer fight than it's looking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Straight into the clinch.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh,
Huge!
straight to the spear.
Yeah, huge head kick lands into a spear takedown for Wolfie. This is solidifying the 3rd round for him immediately.
Doing a perfect job. I mean, that's what he needed to do, really. I mean, if he can just hold him down for the rest of the round, he's pretty much good, you know? I'd like to see him posture up a bit more and rain down some strikes, but he got the full mount there. Did he get the denial? Yes.
Yeah. Wolfie doing excellently right now. Goes for the submission, having a huge stamina advantage. And he's trying to go for it immediately. Denied?
Trying to fake him. Yeah, he bit as well as that. This is where he wants to drain him in denial.
Yes, and this is
beautiful.
a huge moment for Wolfie.
Wow.
Immediately went for it. Didn't have to drain the stamina all the way and took 95% of Panju's stamina,
Beautiful
or excuse me, submission bar away. This is huge for BK Wolfie right now.
See, I'm pretty sure then he has Das from there, right? If he gets the denial again, he could have just went straight for the Das.
Yeah. And I'm hearing from the crowd that Wolfie is also a replacement in this fight as well.
He is.
He's looking for the rear naked choke. Quite possibly could get it.
You can't really stamp drain this one as far as my knowledge goes. He just needs to go for the mount because he's just pre-denying that every time, and that's a much better position to be in. Why not? You know, it works.
Yeah, still a little over 2 minutes on the clock, so plenty of time for Wolfie to work for another submission and possibly find the finish to this fight. Panju's going to need to get back to his feet and find more success in the stand-up because this is not the area in which he needs to be.
He's going to need that knockout, to be honest, because even if he does win this round, which is very slim, he's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
And this is a horrible position to be in. Oh? What? How's he done that? I've never saw that, I'm not gonna lie.
Was that... Did the submission just get reversed?
Yeah, he was in that submission and then got out of that submission. Honestly, Panju's just got to let it all go and just throw the entire kitchen sink out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, and that is exactly what it looks like he's trying to do. But Wolfie...
Ooh, guillotine, standing guillotine.
Jumping the
Alright, is he going to get
guillotine.
it? Panju just cannot move here. Okay. Full guard, and then he's just going to get up.
Yep. Yeah, not too much time left on the clock, and...
Got really no other choice. He's kind of screwed here.
Yeah.
Unless he just catches him dead luckily. Oh my god! What a slip! I mean, it was either that, you go out on your shield, or you just lose on the scorecards.
Wow! Wow. Verse, I can't believe that just happened.
I respect that, though.
Well...
You kind of had no other choice. I'd love to see the scorecards. Show me the scorecards, I beg. Yes. Oh! Okay. So it was 19-19. Okay, I did not expect that. Either way, he would have lost that third anyway, so...
Yeah, that was madness. I mean, listen, congratulations to BK Wolfie on not only the win, but an impressive win. And I mean, hey, that was, I mean, what an insanely good fight between both guys. You can't say that that Panju isn't gonna, go out on his shield, if for nothing else. So,
I'd love to see him compete again, though. He was doing pretty good. That was I think that's my fight of the night so far.
Yeah, so far for me as well. I would love to see, obviously both guys come back, but I kind of almost want to see them run it back one more time because that was a excellent fight between both guys. Yeah, congratulations to Wolfie. Thank you for stepping up as a replacement. Unfortunately for Panju, that is how it goes sometimes, but there is still plenty of room within Total Conflict for you. So, there's obviously a lot more opportunity.
Who's up next?
Yeah, so I was just gonna get to that. With all that said, I believe we're gonna be finishing out the prelims with one more fight. I just got to get to the right link. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Maxi, you ready, buddy? Nope.
Same it.
Nope.
Let me go check the fight chats real quick.
Nope. Yeah, I'm in the fight chat right now. I need stream. Maxi, I have your Twitch open right now, and it's not live.
Why on earth does that man have a playlist called Rainbow Kitten Surprise in his
I don't know.
goddamn Spotify?
I am, however, getting a Twitch link. Okay. All right. Well, whatever Maxi Twitch link I clicked on earlier wasn't working. So
let me check the links in card.
But this works. No. This is fine. This works. We're gonna go ahead and move over to this fight. These guys are ready and raring to go, lobbied up. Let's go ahead and push it on over to them. Let's see. Does that work? Nope. Hold on. Oh, yes, it
What's
did
the
work.
record? 1 and 3?
Nope, that did not work.
I think it is.
That is what it looks like. Okay, here we go. So these guys are lobbied up. Legacy MMA with John Jones and his opponent Maxi with Anderson Silva. Now, we have already seen this fight happen once before. Earlier on this card, in fact, it was the very fight that opened up this card first. So
Yep.
what are we expecting to see differently now that there's two different players behind the same fighters?
Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe just the fact that 4 different players. I don't really know. There's not much difference you could make, right?
There's a lot of differences you can make first. There's a lot of differences. There's a
It's
huge amount of things that you could do differently.
Hey, look, you put me on the spot, right? I wasn't ready for that like complex question, you know.
That's what I'm here for. But here we go. First round to finish off our prelims. We got Legacy and Maxi going at it. Legacy starting off this fight early with a lot of knee stomps and leg kicks first. How do you feel about those techniques?
I think they're pretty useless.
Useless?
The oblique kick? Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
At least damage it with the calf a bit more and then go for the oblique kicks.
I mean, I
don't
think
do enough outright damage.
I think the idea is more to like stop them in their tracks, stun them. Both fighters in game, at least, more than capable in the clinch. In fact, that's kind of where they both more or less thrive. So I'm always disappointed when I don't see a John Jones or an Anderson Silva clinch, but we're seeing the clinch from B3 Maxi. Doesn't get too much off from it. Both guys trading shots back and forth.
Yeah, just a lot back and forth at the moment. Lots of like kicks from out of range trying to get inside, and then they'll just like box the way out of it.
Yeah, Maxi, just as heavy on the kicks as Legacy tonight, but kicks seem to have a different, destination than Legacy's.
For sure. Ooh, that body roundhouse is like doing damage. Oh. Already body round.
Oh, the head kick drops him.
That guy? No. It's just gonna sit here. There's no point getting up.
Just a little under a minute on the clock, and Maxi has put himself way ahead with that drop.
Yep. A little bit of a connection issue there.
Oh my goodness. The jab lead hook lands twice in a row and gets a knockdown as a reward.
That was beautiful. I don't think I've ever saw someone get knocked down with that.
Yeah, I don't think I have either, so that was really well done there from Maxi. Maxi in a much better position than he was originally, having 2 knockdowns this round, and now, having finished this first, we will be moving on into the second verse. What does Legacy need to do to change this up?
I think he needs to work in the clinch a bit more and push him back against the cage and try and wrestle a bit more, because at the moment the stand-up is like just a one-way traffic at the moment. What do you think?
I definitely want to see some more wrestling from Legacy. I would also like to see him maybe try to employ the clinch and try and not necessarily beat Maxi at his own game, but it can definitely throw somebody off, when they are trying to do what you're trying to do. So, we've seen Maxi go for the clinch a couple times this fight, and I think that's mostly, in an effort to, kind of role play as Anderson Silva a little bit more than anything else. But, at the end of the day, John Jones is extremely heavily powered when it comes to clinch, and a tremendous flying knee lands for B3 Maxi, rocking his opponent. Another body kick after the sidestep of the spinning heel kick.
Honestly, I can just... Legacy is just throwing everything out there, hoping something just catches him.
Yeah, and frankly, that is not really ideal. Big takedown lands for Legacy. Maxi transitioning immediately. Is he going to be able to stand back up? Most likely. Yes, he is.
Ooh. Oh. This is over.
A lot of guys playing with their food here tonight, verse.
Yep. This is ego for you. This is what it does to a man.
Oh. Everybody's looking for their highlight.
Yep. Want that knockout of the night.
Oof.
This is just...
Oh my goodness.
This is over.
Any way Maxi chooses to finish this is basically how it's going to end, verse.
If Maxi gets caught...
my God.
I have to say that just so the fight would end, you know what I mean? Like, reverse psychology, you know?
That would have been absolutely insane if Legacy just threw like a jumping switch kick and just knocked him out in the middle of a kick. That would have been crazy. I would have lost. I probably would have just ended the stream right there because of how insane that would have been. But we got the result that we all expected, with Maxi getting a highlight reel wheel kick knockout. So congratulations to Maxi. Thank you for finishing off the prelims, and we will be moving on to the main card here in just a moment. Just gotta quickly unfuck myself and move on. Here we go. So let's see who's next. Up next for Total Conflict MMA 2. Starting off your main card, on the menu tonight is going to be a PlayStation fight between WR of Khalil and D Dizzy. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys stream up. Looks like they are already lobbied. We've got 2 fighters in the featherweight division fighting here tonight between Ilia Topuria and Diego Lopez. These guys are lobbied, so if they are listening, you go ahead and get started. I will go ahead and get this transitioned over to you, and we will get it going. These guys are going to be fighting in the Sphere Arena, so we will be seeing the same old Noche wallpaper, the one that we'll be probably seeing for the next, well, at least until the next iteration of UFC games. But with that said, the Diego Lopez and Ilia Topuria is just as much of a theme here tonight as John Jones and Anderson Silva. And here we go into the first round, immediately coming out between both guys.
So both of these guys are 1-0 so far. So whoever wins this is like going to be propelled into, like, I don't know, maybe the top 5, I want to say, maybe, like the winner.
Okay.
So interesting to see how this one goes. Khalil was one of those fighters in SFC who was like just always around, you know? Like, he had like probably the worst record in there, but still somehow had the most points. So he was always in the like top 10 no matter what.
Because he, listen, I came to have what's the word I'm looking for? This is terrible commentary, but I came to really appreciate WR Khalil because while his time in Supremacy FC, he showed that, you know, he's a good competitor. He's not elite. He's not the top of the top, but the thing that puts him ahead is how crafty he is, how sneaky he is. He will lull you into thinking that you are better than him. And as soon as you get on the ground, the next thing you know, you're sunk into a submission, and you now have to worry about that happening again. Because if it happens again, you're gonna lose. So this is what happens to Khalil, is that he usually will find a way to put himself in a tremendously advantageous position, but he just finds it's almost like the Chael Sonnen curse. Like somewhere at that 7-minute mark, he just loses it, and you know, if he can just get past that, he can be really something special.
Yeah, I think a good way to describe him is like one of those sneaky fighters. Like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, most of the fight he's not that good, but then he's like doing stuff that you're like, shit, this is doing damage, and you won't realize it till later on. I think just sneaky way, like sneaky fighter is a perfect way to describe his like playstyle. I was surprised to see D Dizzy shoot for a takedown here though, and he's already up.
Yeah, Khalil back up to his feet, still looking to do damage on the feet with just a little over 30 seconds left in the first round. Khalil really, I feel like, should be conscious of his stamina output. He has lost I mean, both guys have lost a tremendous amount, but you wouldn't expect Ilia to have lost, you know, almost a quarter of his stamina already. I really like to see him be maybe a little bit more patient with his striking. You know, turn the volume down just a little bit, and I think he'll find a lot more success first.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Oh, big hook lands there for Diego Lopez.
Opened up a nice cut as well.
Nice knee there. Oh, nice check hook there from Khalil. And Khalil doing, all of a sudden showing these flashes of brilliance with his striking, really putting on the pressure and keeping his opponent up against the fence up until a beautiful hip toss there from Drizzy. Or Dizzy?
Yeah.
Dizzy.
It's just Dizzy, yeah. And Khalil's already up. See if he drags him back down. And he doesn't get it. He attempted it, though.
Yeah, not able to get it back to the feet. Short pull party between both players.
Not a fan of the kicks inside the pocket from Dizzy there. I feel like it's unnecessary. Beautiful body work there.
Yeah, oh, and Khalil is really starting to light up now.
Yeah, didn't even jump on him either.
Yeah, well, he's, I mean, perhaps he's listening, and, you can see he kind of has started to dial the output down a little bit. He's picking his shots, and look at how much success he's having now. Oh my goodness, the uppercut.
He's coming to the body as well.
Yes. Yeah, the body work is tremendous for Khalil. And the pressure as well. I mean, Khalil is really on fire right now. With, especially, and I mean just overall fight IQ. The constant pressure as the smaller fighter against the taller one is really ideal. Cutting off the octagon. I mean, Dizzy has really not left this corner of the octagon almost the entire round, Burst.
You can tell he's feeling like overwhelmed with the amount of pressure Khalil's throwing at him right now.
Yeah,
every other time he's just pulling.
Yeah.
Like he knows. So that's where Khalil wants to just go to the body. Like he's coming in with these uppercuts and he's pulling them every time. So it's either he needs to start throwing more straights or start going to the body.
Yeah. Yeah, Dizzy really needs some body work if he's gonna and he's pulled a couple strikes, so but he keeps trying to go to the head. Oh my goodness, and as he goes to the body, Khalil makes him pay with the tremendous uppercut.
He's throwing some really nice combos at the moment. Like that combo work, like at first you couldn't see it, but like as the fight's going on, like he's throwing more of them. Like you can tell he's getting his confidence up now. But that was just some beautiful work.
But you know what? With that said, don't let that confidence, inflate that ego. Stick with what brought you to the dance. Stay successful and stay patient. And Khalil will continue to find success. Excellent takedown defense there from Khalil. Oh my goodness.
Just instantly, I think that damage is too much. If I was Dizzy, I would have started off just trying to wrestle Khalil, just racking up control time and just trying to win the fight that way. Because at this point, he's like, not doing a good enough job of trading. So when Khalil has him here, this is when he just needs to clinch him. Wait for him to unload his combo, clinch him, push him up to the cage, and then just take him down. Because even with him now here, he has to do a lot because he's got knocked down. So it's either he needs to finish him in mount or get it back essentially, or with potentially submission.
Oh boy,
which he's just not on.
Is in his typical nature, slapping on a submission when you don't expect it. Doesn't really do enough damage to Dizzy's submission bar. It takes about 0.25% of it away, maybe a little more, but gonna have to do a little bit more work in the submission game if that's how Khalil wants to end things, which I think after that he'll probably choose to go for the ground and pound.
Yeah, this is a tough position for Dizzy because coming back from this is going to be incredibly hard. Honestly, I think he just needs a submission. A finish. See, and that's where you'd want to clinch, but get him in that, the over-under, and just drag him to the cage. You should have done that from the beginning. Let him pressure him, drag him to the cage, and then take him down. Then just basically it's probably the most bummy way you can play, but with this much damage, and the fact he's pulling every single thing this man's throwing, I think it was just the best option.
Oh!
Another uppercut KO. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Please, let me see that replay.
Let's
That
see it.
was mental. Oh my god, the
As he
lead
was going for the
uppercut.
clinch.
Oh, it wasn't the lead. It looked like it. Or was it? It was the
That is
lead.
the lead.
I
That is
was
the
like,
lead.
what the fuck? It was just, it seems so awkward.
That was a beautiful KO, though.
Yeah, that was that was definitely a beautiful KO and a excellently performed fight from Khalil, arguably performance of the night.
Yep.
Really.
Well, I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure I had him down in the first round. Let me see the scorecards. Let me see him. Show.
Let's see. Can we see scorecards? Are we gonna get it? Yeah, yeah. 10-9, 10-9.
He was up. He was up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Congratulations to Khalil. That was an excellent fight from him. And obviously his dance partner Dizzy put on a good show as well. You know, despite it not going his way, that is the name of the game, right? So kind of is what it is. But we're gonna try and move on. After an exciting fight, we'll be moving on to the next one here. The next main card fight, which we have, I believe, yes. It's another featherweight fight. Between the A Lesnar versus Striken. The A Lesnar with Ilya Taporia, again with the nastiest fucking piss shorts that you'll ever see in your life, versus Striking with Conor McGregor. So it looks like these guys are lobbied up. Let's go ahead and switch it on over to them, and you guys can go ahead and get it going. How you feeling about this fight, first?
You know, I'm pretty excited for this one. Striking, or TJ as he was on the other card, is coming off a loss to JFC, but for the Xbox title. And Lesnar is, you know, coming off his first win. I forgot who he was against. I can't remember off the top of my head, but all I know is he is 1-0. So this will be like his fight to get into the top 5 or into title contention. But this one I'm pretty excited for. I'm pretty sure it's the last one on the main card for Xbox as well. Oh, respect immediately.
A little bit of a respect. Almost placed the A Lesnar in a bad position, but Striking pulled his punch at the last moment and showed respect back. So nice between both fellas. But here we go. Into the first round, immediately Striking with his back up against the fence. A Lesnar staying persistent, but Striking not being intimidated.
Nope. Conor McGregor players they'll use that one person, bro, and just know how to use him to the peak of his ability. 99% of trades you're gonna win with Conor, you know what I mean? Even with someone like Ilya Taporia, he has the accuracy and he has the power and punch speed. So when you have also a good player using him, I would have walked to the center of the octagon there if I was Lesnar.
Now I'm interested to see what Striking does here, verse, and I'll tell you why, because the A Lesnar has completely changed the environment of this fight by bringing it to the ground, which is something that I have notoriously criticized Striking for. I've been vehemently critiquing his ground game for a while, and I've even gotten a chance to speak to him, Burst, and he's aware of it, and it is something that he is trying to work on. So despite the Conor McGregor pick, oh
shit.
Oh my god!
Did not fucking
Yo!
expect that.
Well, no need for any type of ground game criticism or for him to try and impress me with any ground game. Striking says, he's kind of doing the chama. He's kind of doing the, it's like one of these. He's just kind of, it's great. It's fantastic. Well, congratulations. Holy shit. Knockout of the night?
Oh, by far, that's like knockout of my life.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Madness. Congratulations to Striking. Holy shit. Just so you guys know, I'm in a new apartment with new neighbors who don't know me, and y'all are making me get fucking wild. So, you know, I appreciate it. Like, it's gonna make it difficult now for me to like fucking talk to my neighbors, but you know, chill out, man. No, good fight between both guys. Striking looked like he was having just a little bit of trouble at first. The pressure.
As soon as it looked at it, just instantly it was over.
Yeah, I mean, like the you know, Ed Lesnar was really on top with the pressure at first, but you know, it's kind of all she wrote.
That was beautiful though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Okay,
by the way, this is no longer the fight. You'll probably have to go on the fight chat to look for the link.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for it now. Let's see. This will be fight 8, correct?
Great question. Great question.
I think it's fight 8.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben's
yes.
Beans. Okay. Where's the link, fellas? If I can get so here we go. I got it. Thank you. Oh my god. No fucking shot that's who it is. Okay.
Yeah, I saw this one in the chat and I was like, you being serious? You being dead ass?
Okay, alright. Well, hey everyone. Nice little surprise for you. Yeah, we have so this fight has been 100% completely reshaped. This was supposed to be finishing off our main card before getting into the co-main and main event. Was going to be Mihrouf versus Muay Thai Jesus. But we have something that will be just as good. We have Ben's Beans versus, excuse me, hold on one second. Let me just move on over to the lobby, which these guys are already lobbied up and they are ready to go at any moment. But let's go ahead and move on over. Ben's Beans versus Smudger. So we have Ben's Beans as Max Holloway in the featherweight division, 5-star Max Holloway versus Smudger with Ilya Taporia. I did not expect this verse, and I have no complaint about this fight verse.
You know, this is just gonna be like, you know, I'll respect to Ben's Beans, but this is just not gonna be pretty. I want to make it seem like you know, and it's already lagging anyway. Are you seeing this?
I am seeing this, and I'm disappointed already.
Oh, straight for the takedown as well. Oh my god, you're gonna. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Quick night.
I don't think it's my. Maybe it is. Maybe it's me. It might be me. Because it doesn't look like the fight is lagging. It looks like the stream is lagging, so.
It could be you then.
But my OBS says no drop frames, so maybe it's not me. I don't know. I can't tell.
Just be the stream alone.
Oh my god.
Over.
Well,
this is over.
Yeah, Smudger has completely finished this fight.
Yep. Rage quit. I respect it. I'd have done the same thing.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's like the multiple button presses that you saw just to quit. That's what got me.
Respect to Ben's Beans for taking the fight, though. I would have ducked.
Respect to Ben's Beans for taking that. I absolutely would never have fucking not any fucking light of day would have ever seen me and Smudger fight. Never. Competitively, no shot. Well, congratulations to Smudger.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, quick fights make for quick movement throughout the card. So that means with that finishing out your first three main card fights, we'll be moving on to the co-main event. Now the co-main event,
I'm excited for this one.
be looking a little bit different. Let's see who we got. We got JayUFC versus Spooky. Is that who we got?
Spooky, yeah, it's JayUFC versus Spooky.
JayUFC versus
I've been waiting for this one for weeks. You know, this was meant to be TCMMA 1. This was meant to be the fight, but Spooky was away, so we couldn't do it. So now we're finally seeing it. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Well,
I think Spooky's one of those weird fighters who, like, if he's on top of you, he can really, like, you know, touch you. Like, you know what I mean. You know, like he can do big damage.
He can touch you.
You know, even in backside. You know, just got those loose fingers.
He can touch you from backside. Yeah.
You ready to fight?
Verse would know.
But, like, I'm just saying, Spooky's really good at, like, being on top.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really good top fighter. I've never really seen him on the bottom. He's one of those patient fighters who will just wait for the takedown for the entire fucking fight. But once he gets you there, it's hard to get off.
Well, you know, I would say that that John Jones is arguably probably the most appropriate pick for JayUFC. Probably the best depiction of John Jones in a player with JayUFC. Somebody who is actually arguably Total Conflict's or one of Total Conflict's pound for pound competitors.
Yeah,
you know,
probably pound for pound number one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as like most people will never admit it, but it is what it is. But you know, people don't want to admit it for a reason. So, but here we are with a fight that's been in the making for a while between JayUFC and Spooky. Round 1 of 5. And what an appropriate fight, John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. And this is the alter ego Cormier, yes.
Yes, because he has the Reebok, and he's on top. That was, I did not expect him to get that. I'm assuming JJ was just like thinking he's gonna, like, you know.
Yeah, probably just
play patient,
fake
right?
it. Yeah.
I cannot see Spooky getting out of this position. Like, with these, like, kind of like level of players, they can just, like, hold full guard the entire time. Honestly. They know the denials off by heart. They'll bite on every fake and still get the denials with full GA. You know?
That's what pisses me off about this game. That's why I don't compete, because like I see with my own eyes when people bite on my fakes and then they can still deny me, and I'm like, well, like, this is a mechanic that just doesn't work then, I guess, because like, I don't know, or maybe I just misunderstand it. I thought if they bite on the fake, then that's it. Then I get the transition. I guess I have.
I feel like this one's going to be a one fight. Oh, and he cut him.
Yeah, he cut him immediately with the...
Yeah. Why am I calling him JJ? That name is throwing me off.
Yeah.
Jay. Yeah.
Oh, nice nice defense from Spooky immediately into the turning takedown, gets it, and lands him in side control.
This is what I mean when I say he's one of those passive fighters who are just looking for the takedown the entire fight, you know what I mean? Let's see if you can hold him down here. Into the Chimera. You know, I don't really expect Jay to do anything here. If anything, I think he'll just go straight from the umbrella. But I think these two are just fine, just waiting. Yep, these two are just fine waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. Well, a takedown shared for each fighter, but Jay having accumulatively more strikes than his opponent, which may be in and of itself enough to win him the round.
Yeah.
That cut, however, that you pointed out, Verse, is something that Jay is going to have to worry about. Any more left hooks to that side, and it's only going to be more of a problem. So, but nice right hook there from Spooky lands.
Yeah, he's just playing patient, waiting for Jay, not JJ, fucking just Jay to come in and, like, you know, get his damage off. Oh, there's that clinch to the cage. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
nice.
think he's going to get him down from here, though, you know. Oh. I get to say that legally, you know. And yeah. This is where Jay wants to be.
Oh.
Beautiful sweep.
Yeah, huge sweep for Jay. Lands him in top position and a dangerous position that is with half guard. But he chooses to move to side control. Now, does he have the capability of holding it here, Verse? No, he does not.
That's a pretty hard position to hold people in, especially with the GA there.
Arguably, it's become much easier in UFC 5.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. I remember at the launch of the game, Spooky just held me here, like held me. I was helpless. I was a, you know, I was just getting like proper like pounded in, like inside control. And that's when I knew this like position was like straight up like horrible.
Yeah.
But like ever since then they've patched it, and it's like you can still hold someone there if you know what they're gonna do, but significantly harder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
How can I see that?
Wow, excellent transition there from Spooky. Gets his own takedown and landing shots
to
there
do
for
damage
Jay.
here. Once again, I do not think Spooky's going to be able to do anything here, even with full GA. I just think Jay's one of those people who know how to perfectly, like, hold this position. Like, the only way I can see him getting out of it is if, like, he himself makes a mistake, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, stack.
Yeah, gets the stack guard. Not finding any damage, though.
Yeah,
Spooky
caught
staying
everything
patient.
there. That was beautiful. I'd like to see Spooky do a bit more just to close out the round.
Nice shot there from Jay.
Ooh.
Couple follow-up shots. Almost looking for the flying knee, but gets hit out of it. It looks like Jay's starting to look to employ his own game of patience now.
Yep. That was a good round. I think that was Jay's round. But, like, it's hard to tell because of the significant strikes. Because if you've noticed, in both rounds, Spooky is up on significant strikes and he's cutting. But I know cutting doesn't really affect the judges' scorecard as much as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see who they're scoring these rounds for. Like, me personally, I'd give them to Jay. But I could also see the argument for Spooky at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yep. And that health pack is showing once again immediately with a left hook opened up from Spooky, but yeah, I mean, listen, this Jay seems to have his quite a fair share of controversial fights, you know, because so many of his fights can go to decision, and when they do, it's, you know, they're typically very, very close fights. So it's usually, you know, it goes out to debate of, you know, who wins the fight. And, you know, you've seen Jay in draws, you've seen him win, you rarely see him lose, but I think that's kind of
I don't
why.
think we've seen him lose yet in TC or SFC.
Right.
Like, he was pretty, like, he's always been pretty dominant as far as even I thought him, he like pretty much dominated me as well, you know. So like I know he's at that level, but Spooky's like one of those few fighters who like I think they have the style to like kind of like stop Jay because he won't meet Jay pressuring, which is where Jay thrives. He thrives in those like you know, like really fast paced, just throwing 6-piece combos at each other. He thrives in those. Whereas when it's more someone who's slow and trying to take them down, that's where I've noticed he struggled a bit more. That's even what Strictly did in the first ever TC event, you know? He took him down and he somehow made it a draw. You know, whether it was a draw is like another question, but...
Sure.
Yeah.
Spooky gets the back.
Yep. I cannot see him getting the full man position from here, though. I just feel like Jay's going to be right on top of it. If I'm Spooky, I'm just going to look to rain down shots for like 2 shots from posture up and then go back to backside, deny, do it again, and just repeat that.
Yeah.
Because that's like the best thing you can do, you know? Great to yeah, beautiful. See, this is where he just wants to go like side control or posture up.
Yep.
Like Jay's just going to be denying that, you know what I mean? He'll be ready for it.
Yeah, both guys doing excellent work on the ground.
Both looking good. I think this is a pretty 50-50 fight. Like, even this round, like, this is probably Spooky's best round, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree.
I agree. I agree with that, yeah.
He just cannot get caught in this submission here. Yeah, he didn't. Beautiful. All right. So, I think that's Spooky's round. So, it could be 2-1. Or, you know, I don't know. I'm just waffling. What do you think? What are you scoring the fight so far?
I mean, I would say it's 2-1 in favor of Jay right now. I would say that that Jay has probably most likely won the first 2 rounds. And yes, I agree that has been the most successful round. I think that, you know, anyone with a brain could score for Spooky. But with that said, I you know, if that was a successful round for Spooky, he's really gonna need to build off of that and build heavily, because right now, you know, Jay is starting to kind of, you know, fight fire with fire and you know, do to Spooky what Spooky's trying to do to him.
Yeah. He's gonna try and fake that. Interesting. Sitting again? Didn't he just like literally get him off? I think Jay's just trying to seal this round. You know what I mean? Because then he's up 3-1.
Yeah.
Which is the smart thing to do. And he got the armbar. Let's just hope Spooky knows how to like appropriately like fight in this position. Dumb idea. The answer to that was no.
Yeah, and Jay gets the first armbar slapped on, draining half of that submission bar. That makes it 1 more submission for Jay, and it's fight over. Spooky looking for the transition. I can't believe he committed to that.
Straight to the camera. Knee and belly. Armbar.
Oh, right to the armbar. Very good transition.
Over, you know?
Yeah. Huge position for Jay. He's looking to finish.
Yeah, this is over. That's over, right?
Oh, yeah, that's over. Wow.
Beautiful little finishing sequence from Jay there. I'm really curious to see what those scorecards were. Because if Jay was down 3-0 there, which, like, you know, I could kind of see, that was just like a big throw on Spooky's end. It's either that or I'm just completely waffling. But I do want to see those scorecards. Let's see them. Show me. Wow.
Yeah.
He was.
Wow. That's wild. That's madness.
That's insane.
How? I need somebody to explain how Jay was down on every scorecard for every
I think
round.
it was what? In the significant strikes.
That's
He was up in the significant strikes pretty substantially, but that's more of like a John Jones issue than anything.
so crazy, dude. Well, you know, good fight between both fellas. Congratulations to Jay on yet again another successful outing. That's another one for as you would say the history books first. So with that said, I believe it is time for the main event. You know, no walkouts this time. Had a lot going on with moving and everything, so
Even then, the main event fell out last minute.
that's true. Yeah, so I guess there's nothing I would have been able to do. Well, anyway, fallouts aside, we have a good one here for you. Marcus versus Love From There. Who the
That's Mihrouf. That's just his
Oh,
account.
that's Mihrouf. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Well, these guys are lobbied up, so if they are listening, you guys can go ahead and get readied up. We're gonna go ahead and transition over to you. Now we have Marcus with Israel Adesanya and Mihrouf with Alex Pereira. Versus, how you feeling about this fight?
I'm really excited for this one. I'm really curious to see how it goes because Max, like, he's been like pretty much the top of the league. He's 3-0 so far. He's got wins over Killer, Yukio, who was 3-1. Who's the other guy? I think he's got a win over Ben Beans as well. So like he's 3-0. You know, he's beat some pretty good guys. Mihrouf, he's 1-0. I forgot who he fought, but like I know it was a really impressive win. So I'm excited for this one. Crazy flying knee there.
Now versus this, I obviously, championship titles or not, main events are 5 rounds. But is this fight for a title?
Yes, it's for the PlayStation title.
PlayStation title on the line between Marcus and Mihrouf. Mihrouf with a ton of pressure coming out in this first round so far.
Yeah, he's looking beautiful right now. That head kick is kind of worrying me. All it takes is one and it's lights out, especially with like this alter ego of Adesanya. I'm pretty sure this man has like 100 accuracy and like 95 punch speed or something like that. I know he's cracked. And when you've got Origins Pereira with like no wrestling, you know, those can really like affect the full fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, these picks usually do lend themselves to more of a stand-up fight than anything else. You know, so probably not really too worried about wrestling, especially against an Adesanya. But with that said, it looks like Marcus is already dealing with the health effects, probably of some kind of broken nose or something. Some kind of breathing
There's no broken
issue.
nose yet, I don't think. I believe when you get a broken nose, like little lung picture shows up.
Oh,
This
is
is
it
just
lung?
oh
Okay, so he's
yeah, because
got...
it affects your like breathing, doesn't it?
Yeah. That makes sense. I never... Oh, huge
Ooh.
slipping uppercut lands for Mihrouf.
The AKA special, because MG was doing that as well.
Yeah, they saw me do it on stream once.
Wait, how many viewers did you have?
I mean, at least 2.
Must be in the entire AKA lot.
You gotta learn from the best.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, listen, enough out of you. Oh, a little bit of a pull party. Mihrouf does get the best of it, though, with a shot to the body. A little over 20 seconds left to the first round. Neither guy really should be taking too many chances here. I think the round is kind of, you know, written in stone as it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and the flying knee lands from Mihrouf.
He's thrown that so many times throughout the first round. It was like bound to land.
I feel like it's bound to get slipped.
Oh yeah, 100%. But he's also throwing head kicks, so it's kind of making you like, do I or do I not?
Yeah.
What he wants to do is like start pulling a lot more, because he's safe either way. Then. Good round for Mihrouf though. Like this is looking pretty good for him so far. I'm excited to see what Marcus does to like change it up, or Uptoback, I should say. But I'm just gonna say Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been an excellent performance so far from Mihrouf. Yeah, Uptoback or Marcus, whatever you like to call him, does have some things to change to start finding some success. Excellent lateral movement there from Mihrouf. I do like seeing the lateral moving strikes. I wish more guys would do it.
Yeah.
Both guys really doing their best to chop through that block. Feel like a flying knee is only moments away.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Some good body shots from Marcus at the moment. He's standing his ground a bit better this round than he was in the previous. Ooh, good knee.
Yeah, nice little counter knee there.
Yeah, look, he's going to the body and then going up top. He's catching him with the body uppercut as well. He's thrown that out quite a few times.
Now, while it looks like both fighters are suffering from cuts, you know, Marcus's breathing is starting to become inhibited, so that is definitely going to play a factor on the stamina, alter ego, or otherwise.
Broken nose. And then I believe the other one has like a cut in her eye. I don't even know how that affects the game though. I don't know how. Like I kind of forgot. Does it make it blurry or something?
I think. Oh, huge uppercut and a drop there from Mihrouf. Big moment
jump
there
on
for
him,
him. I believe that the cut will make it more difficult for your fighter to defend on that side.
Really? How's that possible?
Well, because like if it's over the eye, like then it should be. I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat can prove me wrong or otherwise. But I've been told, because I was really hoping that would be the case for UFC 4. And I was told that in UFC 5 now, due to the new damage system, that a cut over the eye would play like a gameplay effect outside of like this like little, you know, circus of like having the doctor come in or not. It's like
Didn't have cuts on UFC 4 though.
they did, but it didn't do anything in gameplay wise. It was just
There was
a
nothing
completely
effective.
aesthetic. Yeah, it was a completely aesthetic thing.
All right, that's Mihrouf up 2 rounds.
Yeah.
As you know from Jay's fight though, it's never too late.
Possibly. I mean, there can definitely be a moment where it is too late. He's not quite there yet, and you know, a guy like Marcus can definitely pull something out of the bag to turn it around. But if he's got something in the bag to pull out, now is really going to be the time to do it. You really don't want to wait any further than the 3rd round now.
If you go anything past the 3rd round, you're basically looking for a finish.
Mihrouf doing a good job with the distance management.
I'm curious to see how that block of Mihrouf holds up, though.
Oh.
It looks at high knee again.
My
and
goodness.
The body's cooked.
Yeah.
This
And
yeah. Nope.
those,
Oh
my goodness, the jab lead hook. It's absolutely a goated group of punches. And Mihrouf is on the receiving end of damage, and he's dropped for the first time.
Hell, Marcus was like, I'm not out. I was just about to talk about Mihrouf playing with the spoon a little bit by throwing that like oblique kick instead of staying on him. Sometimes the simpler strikes are just better. You don't need to go all out. You don't need to throw head kicks. Just unload, but do it smart.
Yeah, I still
Max
like
is
what
also reading that.
Mihrouf is doing with the moving strikes. He's got a huge opportunity in front of him, but Marcus is coming back. Like I said, you can't count this guy out.
And that block is getting trashed from Mihrouf. Eventually, he's not going to be able to like be blocking those jabs. It'll just start like really affecting the game.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see, you know, one of those preemptive sways into an uppercut. I think Mihrouf has it in him, especially with how often Marcus is throwing these straight shots.
Lots of pushing from Mihrouf here. I've got to admit, I've never really saw someone like blend in the pushing that much.
Yeah, far few people are able to use the pushing function in this game well. But those that do really know how to incorporate long strikes like kicks and long punches into it.
Toast.
Yeah, his body is absolutely ripped apart. But Mihrouf is not going to do himself any service by throwing kicks that close.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's not doing himself any favors throwing them kicks. He just needs to keep it with the hands strictly. He's also winning this round, I'd say. So, like, doing these, like... hands. Stop with the kick.
No, that kick I'm okay with. You know, his man is hurt really bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. With the rage. Jeez.
And you. PlayStation.
Well, and there you have it. Much like Verse was saying, your new PlayStation champion for Total Conflict, Mihrouf. So congratulations to Mihrouf on a almost near flawless victory. That was an excellent fight. You know, I can understand Marcus's frustration, but he was in it, and he made for a very exciting fight. But with that said, we have come to the conclusion of our fights here tonight. Everyone who has joined us, you've all been fantastic. Thank you for being here. We apologize for being late. That was totally on me. Now that I'm moved, that shouldn't be a problem anymore. But with that said, this is the end. We're gonna be out. TC MMA 3 happening when, Verse?
I don't know yet. I'll have to talk to you about it, because there is that ESFL event next week, but I don't see why we couldn't do it. We're mostly a PlayStation League anyway, and that's mostly Xbox.
That's true. Okay, well, so that's great. We'll go ahead and give them free promotion. Remember that for next Sunday, ESFL Primetime GFC are having a $1,500 and Nugs having a $1,500 64-person UFC 5 tournament. That should be really exciting. If we choose not to do our typical Sunday cards on that day, you will most likely find us in the chat supporting them. But with that said, we will also be having our Total Conflict Fight Night Undisputed cards, right? Fridays? Friday.
Fridays.
So this coming up Friday will be another Total Conflict Undisputed Fight Night, Fight Night 2. Okay, typically we have 3 fight nights, and then we get into the real cards. So, you know, if you're new, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, we're covering it all. All right, everyone's invited. Everyone can get involved. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Verse, you got anything else?
No, that's all. Thanks for having me.
Very good. All right. Well, with that said, this is Versus Style. My name is Baron Von Jedi, and we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll piss off. So, everybody, have a good night, and see you next week.